Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a walkthrough of Math with Confidence for y'all. So if you're new here, I have just started homeschooling. This is our first year. My son is in kindergarten and I wanted to do kind of a walkthrough of this curriculum in case there's anybody else out there that is interested in it and wants to see what the lessons are like. I'm gonna take my glasses off for this video because the glare is terrible. When I was researching math curriculums, I was really torn between Singapore Math Dimensions and Math with Confidence. I thought both of them looked like really great curriculums. So I ended up going to a local homeschool store and decided to go there so I can look through the curriculums. They did not have Singapore Dimensions, but they did have Math with Confidence. And as I was looking through it, I thought this actually might work best for my son because it's very hands-on. So if that's something that you're interested in, I will show you guys a quick lesson and how this curriculum works. This curriculum is definitely hands-on, teacher-led. So if that's not something that you're interested in, I would not recommend this curriculum because most of the work for the students is from the teacher manual or the instructor guide, and then you have a separate workbook. But you cannot do just the workbook, you have to do the instructor guide. There's a lot of games and hands-on learning in this curriculum. Completed 4 weeks in this curriculum, so I'll share with y'all what we've been doing over the last 4 weeks, the things that we've needed. So for this curriculum, we've been using a lot of counters. So I have these counters. I think I got these from Hobby Lobby, but they sell them on Amazon. You can get these at Walmart now, I think. So these have come in handy a lot. We've been doing numbers 0 through 10. So we've been using those quite a lot. There's also some templates in the back of this curriculum. So there's some tangram templates, which we haven't got to this part of the curriculum yet. But if you didn't want to buy them, which I just went ahead and bought them at our homeschool store that we have because they were $6 a pack. But we haven't got to that part of the curriculum yet, so we haven't used it. But if you didn't want to buy them, you could just cut them out, color them, laminate them from the curriculum. It also comes with a few different masters. So it has the double 10 frame master. It has a tracing master in the back. So it has a tracing master as well. A numbers 1 through 100 chart, which I actually have one of those over here. I think I got that from Hobby Lobby as well. So it has quite a few different masters in the back of the book that you can use. So you don't have to purchase separately or, you know, find online. I made a copy of the 10 frame master and printed it out and put it in a sheet protector because we have been using this pretty much every day since we've started the curriculum. So that has come in handy. We've been using that with our counters. So I'm going to flip you guys over and show y'all a quick lesson, kind of give you an idea of what this curriculum entails. So this is lesson 4.1 and it's going over the number 10. So in the beginning of the lessons, it shows you what you need to review and warm up. It tells you all the materials that you'll need for this lesson. So for this particular lesson, we needed counters, paper, which we didn't even do the paper. You need your 10 frames and you need some coins. So it tells you your activities and then your workbook, which I'll get to that in a second. Every lesson starts with a review and a warm-up, and there's different ways that you do that in the lesson. Starts out with your counters and showing the different ways that you can make 10 and how even though you arrange your counters in different ways, it will still be 10. And then this is what you needed the paper for, but they already had it in the book and we just traced the legs, and it's just showing a crab and how it has 10 legs, 5 on this side, 5 on that side. It breaks down how the number 10 can be 2 groups of 5, and then it goes into your 10 frame and then showing the number 10 on your fingers. All right, and then we're going to go into our change. So we have been working with change the past few weeks. Really focusing on nickels and pennies. Pennies are in a nickel, and if I give you 1 nickel, how many pennies do you give me back? If you have a nickel and 4 pennies, how much money do you have? So like that sort of thing, really instilling in their minds what each one represents and give or take how many do you have. So that has come in handy, and I feel like he's learned so much just from like, I think it's 3 or 4 lessons we've done with change so far. And he's getting so much better at it. And then it goes into your workbook page. So far with each workbook page, we've had to trace the number at the top, and then there's an activity. I'm just going to go ahead and show you. There's a 4.2, 4.3, and then 4.4. There's 4 units in each week. This is the answer key for the workbook. And then you'll go to the next unit. So our next unit is actually going to be shapes. So I'm pretty sure we might be using the 10 grams in this unit maybe. Yes, we will be. So that will be fun. For the summer, we've only been doing 3 days a week. So we're trying to finish each week within those 3 days. Last week we didn't quite finish it because it got a little bit challenging for him. So that might not work throughout the summer, but eventually we'll catch back up in the fall when we go 4 or 5 straight days a week. We're just kind of easing into homeschool in the summer. If you haven't watched my other videos, I kind of like go more in depth into that in those videos, like our day in the life videos. But yes, we are easing into the groove. So we're only doing math and reading 3 days a week. And then I have some more curriculum up here that we're going to break into once the fall hits. So I can do some more walkthrough videos if this is fun and entertaining and interesting and helpful. Let me show you guys the workbook. Okay, so this is the workbook. I've been using these big paper clips to help find our space. I got these from Hobby Lobby and I really like them. I've been using them for all the curriculum so far. So this is a sample of the workbook. Pretty much each lesson so far has been tracing the number at the top and then doing the activity at the bottom. So each lesson is 1 page. So that could be a con if you're looking for more paperwork to do. Most of it is done inside of the instructor guide. So he traces 10s and then we connected the dots. But yeah, so each lesson is pretty much the same. The student workbook is colorful, but the instructor guide is in black and white. So that might be another con for y'all if you're interested in more of like a colorful curriculum. So I would say some of the pros for this curriculum is it's easy to teach. I have found that it has been very easy to teach, especially as a new homeschooling mom who hasn't used curriculum yet because he has been going to preschool. So everything that we've done up until this point has been stuff that I've kind of like created on my own, like different unit studies. So this is our first time using curriculum and I feel like it's been really easy so far with this Math with Confidence curriculum. Like I haven't been, you know, stressed or worried. It's very open and go, although it is very hands-on. Lessons are pretty short. We can typically finish this in about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. It really depends on like how well he's focusing. You know how that can go sometimes. I feel like it's going at a gentle pace. It's not rushing. Like he's been in preschool, so he already knows his numbers. So this is more like a review, but I feel like it's also been very helpful at the same time. And it's added in other stuff like money that he hasn't quite went over yet before. So that's been really great. And I feel like it's also building his confidence very well. Some of the cons I will say is it's not colorful. So if you're looking for that, this is not the curriculum for you. It requires different manipulatives. So you'll have to buy extra stuff, although you don't have to buy the counters. I guess you could use whatever you have. Like if you have markers, you can use those as counters. Really, you could use what you have. Personally, for me, I do like the counters because they're smaller and I feel like they're just fun for him. It's teacher-led, which is what I am mostly interested in. I don't want something that's on a screen. Like I don't want to incorporate tablets or anything like that into our learning yet. I guess another con could be the workbook because there, like I said, there is only 1 page on each lesson. So some children might need more of a workbook practice than others. Personally, I think it's fine so far. Once we get into some new stuff, I might have to print off like extra practice sheets from the internet for him, but we'll kind of like tackle that when we get to it. Another thing I've been keeping in our little like basket is a jar of change for counting out the money. That is my walkthrough of Math with Confidence. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know down below if this was helpful for y'all. I have other curriculum walkthroughs I can do. We are doing Logic of English. We have some science curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful. I also have a social skills book that I can walk through as well for y'all. And we are also doing the little School of Smiths Me on the Map curriculum as well, but we are going to be starting that in the fall. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.